Hi, my name is Martin King. I'm one of the senior process engineers here at Legacy Chillers. This video today is part of our Smartdrop series that we answer questions about chiller systems submitted to our social feeds like LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, also through our websites. Stick around for a couple of minutes and we're looking forward to showing you some really cool stuff. And at the very end, I'm going to give you an opportunity to submit some more questions to us. These videos are all about you. This question comes from Jose down in Dallas, Texas. Hey Jose, how's it going? We're going to be talking about how to properly size a centrifugal pump for a process chiller. This is a subject that's near and dear to my heart. Let's check it out and see how we do that. So what we're going to do first before we size our pump, we're going to use a neat little program that we developed a while back. This is an Excel-based program that's going to let us know exactly what our pump requirements are. So the way we download this is we want to go to legacychillers.com, our main site, and when the home page loads, you want to go to the knowledge base, and in the search words box, you want to put system sizer, just spelled like this, and that's going to give you a list of articles. And what you want to do is you want to find this article right here, and you have an option to download it in either Excel or WinZip format. There's also on the same results for the search, there's a video actually that gives you a lot of detail on how to use this tool. So we're going to go ahead and load the data into the system sizer, and then we're going to go ahead and select our pump. So I went ahead and downloaded system sizer. This is what it looks like. Just a side note, if you guys want to get some more specific training on system sizer, at the end of this video presentation I'll give you an opportunity to submit a request. So we'll put it on our list, and if you want to get into this more, we can definitely do some more videos on it. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do, I've already input some of the data to save some time. This is your system layout, right? So you have your chiller load 1, 2, and 3. And I've only done one here, but if you have multiple loads off one chiller, you can plug all that data in. And then in these values here, we've input all the critical information we need in order to have system sizer calculate the stuff. Nice little tool here. When you roll over each field, it kind of gives you a little description as to what we're looking for here. And then you also want to put your distances from the chiller to your first drop. And while you're putting all that in, system sizer is doing some pretty intense computations. So when you're all done putting that data in, you'll notice that it's calculated all this data. It's calculated your pipe sizing. But for our lesson today, we're going to be talking about our GPM. So it's calculated our total net GPM is 16.5 with a total feet of head at 70.06. So that's the data that we need in order to do our pump selection. So we're going to pop over and do that next. Okay, so we're on the home stretch now. So what I did is I put these two things up side by side just for convenience here. This is our system sizer, which we covered a few minutes ago. This is our pump curve. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you up front here, all pump curves will be a little different. So you look at, this happens to be a Gould's curve. We use Gould's 316 stainless steel centrifugal pumps or American stainless on some models. So this is a real basic curve. What I'm going to do is point out the key elements of a pump curve that should be pretty consistent across all the different manufacturers. So on the left-hand side, the vertical side here, you're going to see a reference to feet. Curve might just say head, might say head feet. That's kind of what you're looking for. You're looking for the keyword feet. So these values here, the 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, this is what we're interested in. And then on the horizontal side of the curve is going to be our gallons per minute. Now, there are a few manufacturers out there, if they're not selling a lot of pumps in the U.S., they'll pull a stinky on you here and they'll do liters per minute, right? So you need to obviously convert that, right? So it's something that we can work with. So these are the different pumps. So this particular curve covers a bunch of different pumps here. And we're going to go ahead and identify which pump we want to go with. So we're going to go back to our system sizer here. These two values, 16.5 gallons per minute, and then our head is 70.06, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to locate on the gallons per minute side of the horizontally here. We're going to look up about 16 gallons a minute. So it's going to be right around here. And we're going to follow this up until we get to about 70 feet, right? So this is going to intersect right about here. So I'd say the adequate pump would be the E pump, which is a 4 7/16 impeller, and it's going to be 3/4 horsepower, right? So now a rule of thumb that I like to follow is I like to oversize my pump by at least one size. This has served me well for 30 years. One of the things that, if a customer happens to pick a pump that's a little bit too big, you can always close a valve, open a bypass. You can always deal with the extra flow and pressure. But if your pump is too small, well, you can't really do much about that. It's only going to run on its curve, right? So what I would do on this particular job is I would suggest this D pump, 4 3/4 inch impeller, which ups the horsepower a little bit. As far as your energy consumption, it's negligible, and you're going to have additional head here. So for whatever reason, if the values that you put in over on the system sizer side are maybe a little bit off, you got enough pump there to cover your requirements. Okay, so that's how you do your pump selection, and I hope that was real helpful for you. All right, well, that's your Smartdrop educational video for today. Thanks again for stopping in and hanging out with us for a little bit. If you have any questions that we can answer for you, please don't forget to submit to our LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter feeds. You can also go to our website and submit questions to us there. We're looking forward to working with you. And if you happen to have any process chiller needs, we're here to guide you through the process to a successful project. Thanks again. My name is Martin King. I'm with Legacy Chillers, and I'm happy to meet you.